Yeah, last but not least.
Well, last but not least, trend number 3, the smart bathroom. Today, everything is smart, and the bathroom is no exception. This is not a completely new development. For some time, we've been finding that digital elements like controls are entering the bathroom. The pandemic has boosted that. Surfaces are important, touchless tapware. This is a hybrid one. It can be operated manually too, and in the public realm, this is well known. But increasingly, we find this in the private realm, in guest toilets, for instance, and it has advantages. Older people may not know how to operate this, or your hands are dirty or full of soap, and then you have a fitting that provides you with water automatically, intelligent switches that make sure that you don't burn yourself without water, and you can set the temperature beforehand, and there are infrared and ultrasound sensors, infrared sensors, and the intelligent sensors and controls make sure there's no leakage behind the wall. Because the water supply is blocked, and there are controls to make sure that the pipes are flushed, because stagnating drinking water is a big problem, especially in facilities, in hospitals, in granny flats. We have smart technologies that offer added value to the consumer, which is important because we've seen that the consumer doesn't accept all of the gimmicks, and many things that you do in the bathroom are familiar. But why not try something new under the shower? For instance, here we have a shower at the push of a button, especially if you store certain shower scenarios, whether you want the soft rain shower or a strong jet. Or what is new, a screen. You can have certain bathroom scenarios that make you feel more comfortable in the shower, waterfalls, or the dew dripping off the leaves. This supports the experience of taking a shower. It's exciting, and it shows you what is doable. And in the area of toilets, we also see new things. There's a shower toilet that cleans with water. Here we see many new developments, like in this case, a model that opens and closes automatically, and some are height adjustable for older people. That is nice, and modern flushing technology. Through a sensor technology, you don't have to touch anything. By moving, you can make sure that the toilet flushes, and you don't need to press this plate. And it doesn't stop there. It goes on. I mentioned the topic of bathroom mirrors. In the past, we used the mirror cabinet to keep the utensils. Remember the mirror cabinets with the brand starting with A, and you have a mirror which is dimmable. The light is dimmable, and you also have language control. Alexa, you can hear the news in the morning. Lighting can also be influenced by a language. So these things are very subtle. Smart technology is used in a subtle way, not just as a gimmick, but offering you added value. Another example is a bathtub like this one here. It works with Bluetooth technology, with loudspeakers. Water transmits sound much more efficiently, much more effectively, and you can listen to music. And these elements of the water can be supported acoustically. There are modern filling systems so that the water flows in automatically, but the bathtub doesn't overflow, so that's intelligent technology. And last but not least, many bathrooms have a mirror, but towards the outside there's a window. Not all residential areas have enough distance between the houses, and you can make sure that people don't watch you taking a shower. You can do so electrically and make sure the window becomes intransparent. But there's more. We can also look at another aspect. Please come around the corner with me. The bathroom is a hygiene room, a refreshment room. It could be a fitness room too. Why not use this to help your health? Why not do physical exercise in a bathroom that is big enough? That's a precondition. Of course, here we have a mirror with an installed app. With fitness applications, you can do that in a bathroom. And this is a way of helping your health. You can do alternating hot and cold showers. You can do Kneipp cures in your bathroom. So the bathroom may help you to feel healthier. And a lot has been done in front of the wall and behind the wall. And there are more trends that will have a major impact on the future of the bathroom. Thank you. Okay, hello and welcome to Pop Out My Bathroom, the magazine on bathrooms. Ventilation was exciting too, but now we'll talk about the bathroom, which needs to be ventilated sometimes after using the toilet or other things. Now, the smart bathroom, the SH, of course, wants to look at the future, and smart technology can be found everywhere. And the bathroom is no exception. We just saw one of the other elements. Well, we showed you where we can already find smart technology, but we would like to extend this view. And we have some experts here for you who will now speak to us. I'd like to welcome them, and I will shed light on some aspects of the smart bathroom. First of all, I'd like to welcome Mr. Matthias Oesterle, Design Director of Phoenix Design. Welcome. Phoenix Design is an international design office with more than 80 employees, and they're closely connected with the sanitary industry. Axor and other companies in the industry create their products with the help of your design. So welcome. And Hans Grohe, I'd like to welcome Fabian Kien, Business Unit Manager at Hans Grohe. And he deals with both topics, residential housing, innovation lab, and all of the applications are part of your corporate DNA. Thank you for being here. Hubertus Brügge, Sales Director Central Europe of Toto. That's the face of Toto in Germany. We have known each other for a long time from different projects. Toto is one of the leaders, not just in Asia, but also in Europe. And you're a very familiar brand, and I'm very happy that you're here with us. Thank you for the invitation. My pleasure. Then Thorsten Moortz. Thorsten Moortz, well, we are on a first-name basis. You have been a trainer, a coach, influencer, a speaker at our bathroom academy, so he knows the industry inside out, from the point of view of the trade, the craft, and so on. And thank you for being here. And at the end of this first round of questions, you will talk more about lighting the bathroom. So, and I'm very happy to see another well-known face, Ms. Birgit Eber. It's difficult to say what she has done. She was an area manager of Smart Home in Baden-Württemberg, but that's not all. She studied gerontology, and she looks at the matter of how older people live and how technology can help them. She's the leading expert in these matters. She is involved in a study that we support about a care bathroom. And maybe you can tell us something, Ms. Eber, what is happening right now and what is important in the bathroom. And I look forward to your input. And now I'd like to structure the discussion. I'd like to start with the topics of what smart technology can do today and what kind of technology do we want. Then ambient assisted living, barrier-free living, Now, designers always look around, at trade shows. They take a look at what others are doing, whether the competition has the same nice design that you have. So what is your view of the current situation? Bathroom design, smart technology. What is your view? In the past, the beauty was all important. At Ice Age, we walked around looking at what looks nice, and now we have to think smart. It cannot just be a holder for the mobile phone. Well, that's correct. I think in the past, the focus was on the individual product. We looked at the design of a tap or of a shower or something. It was a limited focus. And now smart technology takes a more holistic view. Other components come into play, like temperature of the water, and it's about a holistic concept that you try to generate and create an experience. And we're moving away from looking at the individual product, and we're looking more at the whole bathroom. That has to do with bathroom planning. And the bathroom is used at different times, and it's used by different people. And this is something we want to address. And this is also an evaluation criterion for customers in the future, the way to know how the bathroom feels. Now, smart technology is just like yet another gimmick with the tapware. I noticed that there was the idea that I don't move things anymore, but I think I kind of swipe with my hands. Is your design approach to create added value for the customers? Well, for us, it's a technology that is available, and you need to use it to achieve something. And we see developments in the market which don't seem to make any sense, where people simply try to do something with the technology, no matter what, and time will tell what will be used. A bathroom with language control seems to be something too unfamiliar. Others celebrate the idea. So the customers need to choose the technology where they say, okay, this makes sense to me, this provides more comfort, and everybody who deals with these things more, or tries to go beyond formal design and tries to offer a holistic concept that can be used to much avail will be successful. Well, it's a question of the generation, sustainability. My daughter does all of this. Daddy tries to find the right switch. My daughter is well-versed. Now, the question is, how about the use of smart technology in your home, Mr. Kien? There are many ties or connections with your smart range products, with the tapware and water. How does Hans Grohe do it? What do you understand by smart products? Well, I think Matthias said it correctly. Hans Grohe started out with these smart products. The idea is that the user and his needs are at the center of this, and people using smart technology should have an added value. Mr. Wishman, you said it before. There are so many technologies that you can use as a nice gimmick, but we don't really want to create the next gimmick that technology can provide theoretically, but we want to think about things from the point of view of the user and make the user the center of our work. And we did more than 100 interviews with final customers to find out what they find interesting in terms of the bathroom. How do they use it? Why is the bathroom a kind of a retreat? And what kind of rituals do people have in the bathroom? There's a different range, but some things that we have found out with Phoenix, together with Phoenix, is that the bathroom is one of the last places where they can retreat to in order, and this is paradoxical, they try to retreat from the digital world and get rid of the stress. And this is a challenge for us. Of course, we said, okay, on the one hand, we believe that digital technologies can put people into the center, but we don't want people to feel overwhelmed by technology in the last room they can retreat to. And in your introductory video, you showed some products where you talked about a ranking where you pick up people in the individual everyday situation. In the morning, people want to freshen up for the day, or maybe they want to enjoy an alternating hot and cold shower. Now we create pre-configured scenarios that allow people to create an individualized wellness experience according to their needs. And we do this by means of a combination of all senses. We have water control with changing temperatures and intensity. Different odors can be switched on, they can be used in these scenarios. And lighting can be used to create a certain mood in the bathroom. Either it helps you to wake up in the morning, or it helps you to relax, or in the evening you can use dimmed lighting to relax before you go to bed. Before I talk about lighting, water management systems, you talked about sustainability. Sebat, is that a big topic in terms of what's happening behind the wall? But there's also a topic that Axor is dealing with, the leakage water, the leakage alarm. This is also part of what you do in your business. Yes, exactly. And this is an important topic. We have thought about this from the view of the customer.
If you look into statistics, you will see that more than 1.2 million damaged pipes or leaks are observed every year. And you can imagine there is a huge economic damage associated with that, not just for the insurance companies, but also for the consumers who, for several weeks in a row, cannot properly live in their apartments, or if the water damage is particularly bad, they will have to do without their furniture in the future. And that's something that we want to prevent, an early warning system that detects damage at an early stage. And this is what we call our water management system. Okay, there are so many different contributions we want to give room to. Everybody could cover numerous aspects, but now let me move on to Mr. Brügge from Toto. Toto deals with smart technology too, right? Including technologies that no one would normally have thought of compared with what we talked about before in the field of ventilation. Well, Toto comes from another region of this earth with a totally different technological background and a total different view of the world. For us, smart technology is a simple solution. And omotenashi is the Japanese concept of being accommodating as a host, and this is what the bathroom is meant to do for us today. Automatic opening of the toilet lid, automatic self-cleaning of the toilet seat, but this is not meant to be celebrated as a public feature. Instead, it is for your own peace of mind, for your well-being in the most private room of your home. Toto, as a Japanese technology corporation, has taken it even further. At CES in the US, they presented a totally innovative toilet which promotes wellness by evaluating and assessing user behavior, defecation analysis, providing results for a better life. Well, but then people said, I withdraw into the bathroom in order to be out of the digital world. Maybe then the bathroom will really work against me, right? If it measures everything I do digitally. But now I would like to move on to our other participants. This is about the application of smart technologies in those places where it is particularly necessary or meaningful. Ms. Eber, the floor is yours for your insights.
Wir hören Frau Eberhardt nicht.
Ich warte noch. Ah ja, ich habe die Präsentation. Jetzt alles klar, es funktioniert.
Okay, here we go. So what are the requirements on the bathroom nowadays? For me, the bathroom is the most exciting room in everybody's home. A lot is going on here. It's supposed to support me effectively in starting off into the day in the morning, whereas in the evenings or on the weekends, it is to provide relaxation. It is the room of utmost intimacy, and on the other hand, it's the only room that I cannot keep my guests out of. No one will enter my bedroom, but everybody will enter my bathroom. It's used by the family, by young and old alike. And young and old, that means over 20 or 30 years, the bathroom should adjust to ever-changing needs. At the same time, the bathroom is a room that I need to remember things in. I need reminders, I need information, and sometimes I want entertainment. For instance, when I lie down in my bathtub, the question is not whether I have a TV set, but many people watch movies while resting in the bathtub, or they listen to music, or they make a phone call. And at the same time, the bathroom is a room of prevention and wellness, of health care and self-care. This includes wonderful showers with specific droplet shapes, with whirlpools, with fragrances, with light, with infrared cameras, and the bathroom is the room where telemedicine takes place. The most important device here is the scale, which is typically placed in the bathroom. And it is a workplace for people who nurse other people, the caregivers, either members of the family or professional caregivers who care for the elderly or for disabled or children. Hygiene and beauty combined in the bathroom. Beauty for people, beauty for the bathroom and all its furnishings, and of course ventilation and water play a role. We had a very young participant in our survey who loves using her tablet in the bathroom because she wants to learn from YouTube how to put makeup on. We need easy access, wheelchair accessibility, design that places things at the right height, and at the same time, it's supposed to be beautiful. There are high-end solutions and very low-cost solutions, such as a colorful plug in our sink or wash basin. And at the same time, the bathroom is a room where efficiency plays a key role. Do I have to keep the water running for ages before it gets hot? Or do I have the heating up and running all day long just in order to provide me with an hour of warmth in the morning and in the evening? There are so many electricity guzzlers in the bathroom, so many devices that need a lot of electricity. And when it comes to elderly people, you have to make sure that they don't fall in the bathroom. There are so many stumbling blocks in a typical bathroom, and it is a room where many accidents happen. Digitalization is state-of-the-art. Ventilation systems have to be sensor-based. Other systems are simply outdated. There are taps with lighting. There are soap dispensers. There are thermostats with preset temperatures for different users. Caregivers love them because they need both their hands in order to support the person they have to nurse, so they cannot handle a thermostat operation anymore. So we have showers, bathtubs, whirlpools, saunas, infrared cabins with integrated sound and lighting, smart home elements with automation and voice control, light heating, water temperature control, window opening. Gesture control can, of course, become difficult if you have soap on your hands or if the room is misty, but voice is very clear. Even if without wearing glasses, you can see properly what you're doing. Next, we have information and entertainment, the mirror as your screen, smartphones and tablets as everyday companions. You want to resort to YouTube for makeup tips, TV sets and music and sound systems, provided that they live up to the required safety standards, and smart speakers for streaming services. And then, of course, we need to comply with all the hygiene requirements. In order to make all of this happen, we need so much electricity, electricity, electricity. We need more electricity in the bathroom than in all the other rooms. And the bathroom is an environment where you can just plug in another socket. So a non-existent power outlet for a showerlet costs about 800 euros. So whatever you don't plan for while designing your bathroom in the first place is a stumbling block on my way into the future, and the future starts today. A power connection for the toilet, for the showerlet, for the ventilation unit. If you want to install speakers, you need power to operate them. You want your sauna, your whirlpool, your infrared cabin, your sensors on the soap dispensers or on the wash basin. They all need electricity. And if I don't keep hot water separated from the heating, it makes sense to have an instantaneous water heater. And if I live in the top floor of a 6-story building, it's useful too, because otherwise it will take ages for the warm water to arrive at my floor. More mirrors with displays, with radios, etc. A standard mirror has one socket, and in our household, where we are just 2 people, we added another 4 sockets, because you want to be able to do all kinds of electrical things around the mirror. Ventilation requires electricity, and so does air removal. The heating needs electricity, especially an auxiliary unit, the infrared or electricity heating, windows that you can open if you wish, a hand dryer. There is a socket for a vacuum cleaner for small devices and appliances, smart speakers with USB connectors, which is safer, as has been proven. You can't have too many sockets in your bathroom, and it's not a luxury. If you have 2 people living in one apartment, both can charge their toothbrush simultaneously, and you can also switch on your hair dryer. How many sockets do you need? And what you also need is a good bus system. By all means, excellent Wi-Fi, whether it's for telemedicine or whatever. Of course, the bathroom is a room that you retreat to, but retreating includes listening to lovely music or the like. And in order to do that, you need a speaker connected to a streaming service. And the huge challenge here, and the third smart area, is material and design. Easy access, non-slip surfaces, these are an absolute standard. Good design and good contrasts should be taken for granted. Antibacterial equipment for tubes, for switch programs, for medical glass, for innovative ceramic glazings. This was important even before COVID-19 came in. Multi-resistant germs have been around for a while, and made-to-measure furnitures should be considered because they perfectly fit the floor plan rather than just buying something from a catalog list. So the huge challenge is that the bathroom is the room with most trades united and interdependencies united on a very confined area. And what you miss out on doing during the construction phase cannot be corrected easily afterwards. So it's all about good preliminary design, anticipatory design, predictive design, and provide sufficient sockets and provide high-quality Wi-Fi, because this is the foundation of smartness. Thank you very much for your kind attention. Well, if you say, ladies and gentlemen, I was unable to take notes on all of this, feel free to look up the lists later on. In the future, we will need an emergency power generator to provide fail safety for the bathroom, because even if your system is down or if there is a power outage, you want to be able to switch on your light or flush your toilet. Thorsten, now, so many aspects have been covered by Ms. Eberhardt. Thank you very much for showing us the entire range, and gimmicks are just a small portion of that huge range. The rest is very realistic and practical. Now, Thorsten, what do you have to add in terms of light? Actually, it's not so necessary to add so much on light. Instead, we should focus on functionality. And of course, light has to be functional. When it comes to functionality, I have to ask myself, what is it that people are doing here in the bathroom? Light, what does that mean? What are my requirements on light in order for it to really work? Light, in the actual sense of the word, means adding the emotional factor. It means adding functionality. It means enabling me to have a holistic bathroom experience. I need the emotional factor. And then there is architectural light. So functional light, emotional light, and architectural light. I am no longer online, right? We can hear you and we can see you. That's okay.
Well, I can only see my own picture. I can only see myself. Well, there's architecture. We need architectural light, of course, that supports all of these things. So, and there's the challenge, of course, with lighting. If I can press nice buttons to change the whole mood, the lighting mood in my bathroom, I get inside, I go inside, I welcome my bathroom, I say, hey, bathroom, I want to relax now. And then I would like to hit the relaxation button and by saying, well, please, bathroom, relax me. I want to have beautiful lighting. I want to be inspired. I want it to work with a mirror. I need the right lighting where I can shave my beard or put on makeup. Well, then there's the topic of integration. How can I make sure that I get all of these different techniques and ideas? How can I integrate them? Ms. Eberhardt talked about it. She said, I don't just need the mains connection, but I need smart technologies, and lighting, of course, is a trailblazer when it comes to lighting controls. We have made a lot of headway, and the integration of these things, of these smart tools that we have in the bathroom, that we want in the bathroom, these are challenges for the future. And Matthias said this, planning needs to think about integrating these smart applications in the bathroom. And here we see your chart. That's exactly it. In the studio, we have a wonderful director and a technical team. You don't have that at home. But the question of the interfaces, maybe the industry representatives can say something about this. Is there somebody, a janitor, who can control the exchange of these technologies? I think in the future, increasingly these things will be integrated, and the smart technologies will also be used in an integrated way. One example that we can showcase as Hans-Georg is that lighting and shower scenarios that we heard about before are not seen as separate, but the lighting, the ambience are integrated. So there are certain ambiances of lighting moods that have to do with relaxation after sports, whatever. And what I see for the future is that this is an indication across different platforms lighting doesn't come from Hans Grohe, but maybe from Philips. And this means that Hans Grohe and Philips Rue have to think about integrating our technological interfaces so that these two systems can play ball with each other. And if we think in a larger context, then Hans Grohe will require not just to work with individual manufacturers, but also will need to integrate with smartphone platforms so that the user does not go into the bathroom having to choose from 18 different apps, and at the end he will just get angry and say, okay, there's such many apps. I mean, the user wants to relax the bathroom, and he doesn't want to have to start thinking about all kinds of apps that he can use in order to make sure that the bathroom works well. And the user doesn't have to make a Toto update to use the toilet, Recently, I read an article in Magazin. Somebody who installed a bus system in the 1980s finds it difficult to integrate an expensive lamp with tableware. You have 18 years to buy the same tableware, but with the bathroom, it's only 10 years. And in 10 years from now, it's not downward compatible. And I think the user will not be willing to replace everything because a plug can no longer be used or the systems don't understand each other anymore. I mean, how can these things be harmonized to make sure that future new ideas can be integrated? Because we don't know what we'll see in the future, maybe care robots or certain assistance systems. Oliver, you want to say something about this? Yes, you said it. In the bathroom, we will not make do without switches. Language, of course, is useful. There's an advantage. We have an old building. Everything is radio controlled and with intermediate plugs. But with language control, I can say what I want. The early morning light, for instance, or something, then different lights will go on. And Alexa will also be switched on, and Alexa knows what I would like to, what kind of radio station I want to hear in the morning and the evening. We are older than 60, and we like this. We don't want to do without it, but if in doubt, there's always a switch or a tab that I can work with. It still works, and that's what I would like to say. On the one hand, integration with existing systems on the basis of a platform, if possible, so that it's not just the landlord or a developer that installs it, but that people can take these systems with them. And on the other hand, you want the conventional, familiar patterns that need to be supported. It's a challenge, but it's necessary. Yes, Mr. Brüggemann, you're smiling. Now, can I take my shower toilet to the next home? Because as a tenant, you may have installed something beautiful and you may want to take it to the next apartment, and you have USB to take to the next room. Yes, toilet to move. Well, of course, we're talking about toilets, and with regards to toilets, that's different from washstands and mirrors. So this is part of the most intimate sphere of a human being, and there are things that you don't want to send into the world via internet. It's about hygiene and cleanliness and personal things, but the functionality of cleanliness, these are things that this will be smart and enhance your life. And these are things where we need to accompany this process with the electrical interfaces. If every tradesman can provide the electrical connection for the toilet, then we will have made a step forward compared to today. Architects planned the bathrooms like 30 years ago, but there's been a further development. Toto wants to accompany this process. 14 years ago, nobody talked about shower toilets, and today we see ever more shower toilets. And these things enhance your life. They offer added value and enhance hygiene. Well, many topics have been around for a long time, but it takes some time before these things start ruling the roost. Now, this is almost the end. 1 or 2 sentences from you. What else can we expect in a smart bathroom? I'd like to start. I hope that the bathroom planners will take into account what we've discussed today, because this task of integration to cope with these different tasks is the task of a smart bathroom planner. And it's not just the work of an electrician or of an interior architect only. Okay, we need more than just great products. We need good installations too. Okay, who else would like to give us a view of the future? Well, my view is no matter what is done today and no matter how smart your bathroom is today, think of tomorrow and the beyond, a few years. Prepare everything for the future, because a bathroom that is prepared will be a smart bathroom in the future. My second desire is that everything that can be digitized today, that it should be integrated into the smart environment, because people who use these things, these people will use these digitized things, whether you find them in consumer electronics or elsewhere. Well, I would hope for using smartness in a useful way, because the other thing with smartness is sustainability, and I think we really have to make sure that compatibility is ensured. The bathroom is installed for 20 years and needs to be ready for an update. It needs to be developed in a useful way. We need to treat it in a sustainable way. Yes, that's my buzzword, really. Okay, any other statement for the future? I would like to underline the 2 topics that Matthias talked about and that Brügge and Eber mentioned. We need to make sure that we have hybrids. There's not the bathroom user, and with a view to the future, we shouldn't convert the bathroom for the sake of digitalization. We have to focus on the users, on people, and give them useful ways of enjoying the bathroom in an efficient way. And I think the industry should focus on this. We should offer added value and not just do digitization for the sake of digitization. Perfect final words. You will find more on popup-my-bathroom.de. And this is not the end of this topic. You will find more information about this on the trade show channels, and we'll stick with it. And thank you to everybody else. And the future looks smart. Thank you. Thank you. Bye-bye.